Now I have to make sure that these don't break symmetry. But what I want to do next is I want to reduce these pieces over here. Reduce these. And every move that I make, I gotta wheel it back and always make sure that I'm okay. So I can start off with this here again, and let's move these in. So I'm gonna look for the dark green and light green. It's right over here. So I'm gonna take this, move it across, move this here, move it up, move it back. Okay, at the end of the day, it should not have changed any of these, but now this is in. I'm now going to get this piece in. Now this is free to move any way that I want, because it's not a center. And it's not messing any of these guys up. It's these pieces with the center that I have to make sure I move back, because that's going to take these guys with it. Okay, so let's find the smaller version, right over here, and this belongs here, and that's what I have to coordinate. So let's go ahead and move this into here. Move it out of the way. Got to be very careful to move this back to get these guys back here. Now this needs to make it to here. So let's pop this to here. Move this in. Put another one in this place. Move it back. And then I simply wheel this bad boy around like so. Oh, like so. Okay. So this is in. Now it turns out this wedge happened to be in. So this edge is now reduced the way this edge would be. Put this in the background, looming in the background. Okay, so now that this is in, let's do this one. This is going to be light green and orange. So light green and orange. There's a light green and orange here, and that's going to belong over here. We might as well move that into position. So let's go, move this over to here. We can go 1, 2. Move this like so, then 1, 2 to get this back. Alright, this is in, but I have to get this version. This is the wedge that's going to end up over here. So light green and orange, where are you? Right over here. Okay, so I'm going to move this into place. Wheel this in. Move this back. And move this out. Every so often I check to make sure I'm where I need to be. Okay, with this here I've got to find the wedge, which is this. So I'm going to go down, down, up, up. Okay, so this is it. Reduced and reduced. Now I'm going to go over to here, and let's find the red and orange right over here. So with that, I'm going to move this to here, bump this out of the way, move this back. Every time I make that move, I run the risk of disrupting these that I spend so much time putting in. Okay, so I'm going to move this in, do a deep move here, bump it out of the way if I can, move it back, bring this back in here. Okay, so this is in. We've got to find the orange, and red here, the little orange and red, right over here. And that's going to make its way all the way to here by going 1, 2, move it in, and 1, 2, to move it back. Okay, let's find the little orange and wedge over here. Despite the 6 stickers, they don't separate. Deviously clever, right over here. Okay, so let's start to move this guy around. Down, down, up, up, lends us closer to here. Move this here and go down, down, up, up. Okay, good, good, good. We have one more over here. That's green and red. Okay, green and red, where are you? Right over here. Okay, let's start moving it closer. I'm just sort of leapfrogging it here. Okay, so why don't we move this down, this in, and this up. Okay, now the green and red. Right over here, way over here. Alright, we'll go down, down, up, up. Oh, that's interesting. Move this here. Here and here. And don't panic, this has to come back here. Now, before I do that, this comes to here, and then this comes to here. Okay, so these are all done. What I generally do next is I start to fill in these on all sides. So I kind of put all them in. So yeah, this guy was just super glued safely, I hope. And it's really the same technique. So just to illustrate, this is going to be green. Now, I want to make sure that all of my centers are reconstituted. In the process of moving things around, I may have taken some out, which is okay. No harm. These just really rotate. So let's go over there. Light green over here. These are all good. And this comes back over here. Okay, fair enough. So next is this is going to be green and blue. So these are going to be green and blues. So let's find the greens and blues. Right over here. So this is going to end up over here. So it's just going to move it in. Bring another one in its place. Move it out. And carefully move this back. Okay, so this green and blue is here. Now I find the big green and blue, which is not here, right over here. So let's turn this into place, move it in, turn it up, and be very careful to move this back. If I ever forget to move that back, I could destroy this whole thing. It's usually fairly easy to put back in, as long as I don't go too far down that rabbit hole. Okay, now this is going to be this guy over here. So it's going to be down, down, up, up. Alright, so we can see as this is here, we're just going to do this side over here. So green and, this is actually going to be green and sort of turquoise, I guess. Dark green and turquoise. It's going to be this wedge over here. Let's see if I can find it right over here. So let's start moving this in. I'm going to do a large move to here. Bump it out of the way. Let's do it twice actually. Large move back. The reason why I did it twice is so that I don't move this too far away from where I want it. Okay. Move this to here. I'm going to move this in place. Big move here. Move this back. Big move back. Okay, so this is in place. I need a small green and turquoise. Right over here. So let's move this to here. Turn and back. And I guess we'll move this into here and go one, two, move, and 1, 2. Okay, now we just move this guy in here, and that'll be it. Down, up, up, down. Okay, so we can see all these are in. Now I could go for these. Now notice this has a nice little arrow look to it. These guys are all in. That's because of these. I could do that. I could put this in, and then I can just start working on the other sides over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put those in last. Let me just make sure I didn't super glue any pieces here that I should not have. No, that's all good. Okay. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put all the rest in, and it's going to be exactly the same way. Exactly the same way, getting all these guys in. And then I'm going to deal with these as the next step. So as an example, here is green and aqua, which is right over here. So I'm going to move this into place, like so. Then 1, 2, and this of course goes back. Green and aqua, so this is correct over here. I find this guy over here, so let's turn you. So down, down, up, up, and okay, let's move this off to the side so I can find something to float that in with. Up, up, down, down, and this comes up over here. Okay, so this part's in. Move this guy in here. Here's the yellow, so move this in place. Up, turn, and back. Find the other green and red, the smaller one, which is right over here. So let's move this in, turn, move this back, and up. And now we find the centerpiece over here. Green and yellow is right over here. So it's going to be 1, 2, and turn, 1, 2, and turn. And just like that, now we have this, except for the Rex area here. So I'm going to do it exactly like that. We'll do one more, then I'm going to get it down to the last few. So this next one is going to be orange and yellow. We'll do the, well, any one will do. Here's a big orange and yellow. So let's go ahead and move this in, turn back, turn. See, here's a small orange and yellow. So That's actually where it needs to be. Oh no, that's not true. Okay. Move this in like so. Up. 1, 2. And let's move this back. Okay, now we need a small version of it. Way over here. Okay, where do you gotta go? You gotta go over to here. So let's start moving you into places that are closer. Now notice this is already in, so that's good. This doesn't want to turn. Don't want to force it too much, I'll make stickers come off. Okay. Let's see, how can I make this work? I can move this whole thing here, turn it in, and move this whole thing back. Okay, so this is in. Orange, I guess the final orange one now, which is this, and this wants to go over to here. So let's move it in, bring it up, move it back, bring this back up. Okay, good. Phew. So this is good here. The final small orange, right over here. 1, 2. Bring you up. 1, 2. And this guy wants to go over to here, which it can. Bump this out of the way. Bring you down. Put you in. And bring you back. Alright, now find the orange wedge, the remaining one, right over here. So, up. Up. On. Down. Down. Up. Up. Okay, and finally this goes here for a down. Down, up, up. Okay, so now this is in. Okay, so I have it down to the last few. So notice I have all of these in, and if you look at it, I think I can tone it down to the last layer, and that last layer would be right about here. So all these are in over here, and I would just have to get these in. The problem is that I've got this and this degree of freedom, but I don't want to break symmetry with these guys. So the question is, how do I move these in without moving this? Now I can't make use of any more of these, so I can't do a sliding U technique where I move it in, turn it, move it out, because these are all spoken for. So as you recall, I used a Sunni to get these in, and maybe I can do a quasi-Sunni to get these guys in. And because I have a supercube center, a specific alignment, it's got to match up with this. And one way to cause rotation is to do, maybe this will be my R, because that'll isolate this piece over here, and it will not affect these pieces over here. So we can do R, and then U, R-I, U, R, 2U, R-I. In that way, it shouldn't affect anything here or these pieces. Then I see if there's anything in, and aha! This is in over here, and this is not. So I'm going to do it again through here, keeping this steady. R with this terminal area. U, R-I, U, R, 2U, and alright. Okay, I see this is in. Oh, you know what? I think, Actually, and this goes one more over here. So this is in, and this is in, so now I have 2, which means if I hold it here, these both should stay, and the rest will rotate, I think. Unfortunately, oh, I see. I've got to move these back to where they came from over here. So only this one is in, the rest are not. So R, U, RI, U, R, 2U, RI. Okay, now I noticed when I did that, this was now taken out. So that's probably not what I want to do next time. Let's do it again. R, U, RI, U, R, 2U, RI. Okay, anything that's in, and it looks like this guy is in over here. So this is in. So I suppose I'll hold it over here and see if this maintains its position. R, U, RI, U, R, 2U, RI. That did maintain its position. So my hope is that everything else is wheeling around. R, U, RI, U, R, 2U, RI. Okay, I like this. Aha! This, and this. So these are now all in position. I did not move these, just by isolating this. This isn't right now. What about these guys here too? Well, I'm going to do another Sunni, but this time I don't want to affect any of these guys, so I can just do it with this. This will be my U. So nothing is in right now, so let's see if this works. My R is going to be the same, but it's going to have to encompass this. So a deep R, then a superficial U, RI, U, R, 2U, RI. Once again, it doesn't touch any of these. I can see this is now in. So I'm going to hold this to here and do, oops, yep, R, U, RI, U, R, 2U, RI. Let's try it again. R, but superficial U, RI, U. I'm liking how this is looking. R, 2U, RI, and aha! So these are all in. So this is in and this is in just by doing Sunnis. I did Sunnis with these two, these just with this being an R, and these with this being the U. Perfect. Now I just need to slide these portions in, and that should not be too terribly difficult. This is going to come into here. So let's see. I need to move one out that's not in yet. This is in. This is not, and this is not, and this is not. So I need to design a 3 cycle. So let's move this temporarily over to here. That is not really going to work, but it might. If I go 1, 2. Nope. Not going to work. 1, 2. Let's move that back. Move this back. Okay. I need to somehow get this to participate. And it would participate if I can move this to here. So what if I move this to here and then here? Okay, then it'll work. So now I'm going to go 1, 2. Up. 1, 2, back. I gotta remember what I did. I went like this, I believe, and then I went like this. Okay, good. And now we can do a 360-degree aerial view of this and say that all of these are reduced except for these guys. So that's the equivalent of all these edges finally reduced. Now the question is getting these guys in. So there's algorithms to move these, but I have to remember these guys over here. Now, I can use superficial moves to isolate these algorithms, but I think what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to, let's go back up to here, And I think what I want to do is I want to get these guys in first, before I get these in. Okay, so what I want to do in essence is I want to put these in, because these, I know this is in, but it's not going to stay that way, because I can't coordinate those two algorithms. So I'm going to find one that points up to a center, and that's going to be this guy here. So this needs to roll into here. I just need to position it to do that. So let's see. It looks like it's going to take a little bit more of a journey than I would like. Too much of a journey, actually. If I can move it in from here, but it's going to end up in this spot. So what if I moved it to here? Okay. What if I moved it to here and just moved it into this position? Just kind of moved it out. This will be more proof of concept anyway. Or better yet, I can take this. Okay, we'll just move this out. So that's going to be, but that will take this one out, but that's okay for now. So R, U, RI, UI, down, DI, up, then U, R, UI, RI, down, D, and up. Okay, that popped it out into here just like I wanted. Now I'm going to move this to here. And I'm going to keep doing that until this comes down to here. So R, U, RI, UI, down, back, and up. U, R, UI, RI, down, across, and up. That's here. And notice this was taken out, but let's put this back into here. So R, U, RI, UI, down, DI, up, U, R, UI, RI, down, back, and up. Alright, in that way, I've got this in and I've got this in. Now, what if I wanted to get this one in? Well, what I can do is the same algorithm, but instead of moving the entire one like this, which will put this in play, I'm just going to move the top. Now, let's just see what happens. So R, top, U, RI, UI, down, and this is just across here, back and up, then U, R, UI, RI, down, back, and up. Did not have what I was hoping for. As a matter of fact, I don't even know where it went. I suspect it went here somewhere. Oh, no. So yeah, right there. So that actually worked. So there it is. So I can reduce both of those by doing incremental, different kind of strategies like that. So too here, I could put this one in if I was so motivated to do that. And maybe I am. So that is right over here. So let's see how much we can get this where we want it to be. Now it's a little far away. Maybe too far away. Yeah, that looks very far away somehow. Unless I can move it in to here and to here. Here. Now, okay, that's kind of a stretch. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that go for now. That just seems like it's too far away. Wow, that is far. Although I feel compelled that I should try some way to do it. Let's see if we can't move it a little closer. So now it's a little closer. Now it's over here. And now it's down here. Okay. I just have to remember what I did. I just have to remember to go like this. And the rest should hopefully follow suit. Okay, let's try the strategy again. That'll move this into here. R, U, RI, UI, This goes down, back, and up. U, R, U, I, R, I, down, across, and up. And there it is. Now, let's get our way back home if we can. This came to here, I think. No, let's see. This ended up over here somehow. And for this to end up over here, I think I went like this, yeah. Then I think I went like this, yeah. Then I went like this. Okay, so in that way, I'm able to fully reduce these. Now I could start to work on these. I'm not going to do that yet because it's easier to remember each algorithm incrementally. The one to do these is a little different, so I don't want to mix and match my brain, so to speak. So let's fully reduce all of these. So let's get this one in first, and that's going to be this piece over here. And where do you want to go? Well, I can put this over here, and two algorithms will put this here. Now it's going to take this one out. I don't particularly want to keep doing that. So what if I went like this, and like this? That's fine because this will come into here. Didn't realize that that was a thing. So this will come into here. Okay? So R, U, R, I, U, I, down, back, up, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, cross, and up. Okay, this is now in. Let's get back that which we took out. This came here, and this came here. Okay, now that this is here, I can put this one in by doing the same thing, only to a superficial cut. So R, superficial U, R, I, U, I, down, back, up, U, oops, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, and up. Okay, so this is primed to go over to here. R, U, R, I, U, I, down, back, up, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, and up, and we're good. Okay, so you can see this is all in. I just have to get this in. Here's another blue, that'll do it. We just have to get it in the right coordinate. If I move it here and here, 2 turns will do it, but again, I don't want to move this out. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's almost inevitable that something's going to get knocked out. So we'll just do it. R, U, R, I, U, I, down, cross, up, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, up. One more will do it. R, U, R, I, U, I, down, cross, up. Hold on. U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, up. And that's here. Okay, let's remember what we did. This came to here, and this came to here. Okay, now we just have to move these two, and they're always bound with each other, so all we have to do is insert it. And that's right over here. So I can move this here, and one turn of that should get this in. R, top U, R, I, U, I, down, across, up, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, and up. You can see the movement's getting so much easier the more I use it. I will leave this one up here, and this one over here. Okay, so what you can see is these are done. We just have this arrow over here, just like this is done. So these are done, these are done. What I'm going to do is in exactly the same way, with the same algorithm, until I pretty much have it down to the last few, then we're going to hit these guys over here. I wanted to give a little more perspective on the kind of the challenge and the fun of this. So far we've got these in, so this is still yet to be done. I put this in over here. So for this puzzle, this is in. I'm going to put this one in and then these two. So looking for where this is, it's way over here. So I'm going to go place that over to here. And then I'm going to maybe turn this to here. And then turn this down to here. Now in that way, this will come up to here with the deep algorithm. Oh, actually, that's not really what I want though. Let's actually get this back. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for this. This is what I want to put in. So just so I don't get lost, let's move this up once more. Move this guy here, and then this to here. So now this will come up to here. So that algorithm, this to here. The only problem is that this is going to be taken out, and that's not what I want to do. So I have to somehow move this guy out. So that's not going to work here because of that. Alright, so I'll have to go about it another way. So this, if I move this to here, and just move this to here, oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, quite the challenge. So it's this guy that I'm looking towards. This to here, and then maybe, if I'm lucky, up to here. Okay, in that way, I just have to remember to move this back. But now if I do the algorithm twice, this will end up over here. So that's R, U, R-I, U-I, down, up, up, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, and up. So it's here, and I'm going to bring it here. You can see how much smoother the puzzle is now. R, oh, it's broken in. U, R, I, U, I, down, back, up, U, R, U, I, R, I, down, across, and up. So you see this is nestled in here nicely. Let's try to get our way back home. This goes here. This one here, and this one here. Okay, now that I have these two, I can place these two. So I see this is the wrong one. It's facing the wrong center. It's got to be facing this center. This is also the wrong one. This is the correct one. So let's see if we can't move this closer to where we need it. And move this up to here, okay? So now if I do this, this will slide into here with the superficial version. So R, U, with the top U, R, I, U, I, down, superficial top, so turn and turn, then U, R, U, I, R, I, down, back, and up. Okay, one more will slide this into here. So R, U, R, I, U, I, turn, superficial up here, turn and turn, then U, R, U, I, R, I, turn, this comes back and turn. So now you can see this whole thing here is reduced. Let's get this back here and here. So then we just work on this one, and this is the wrong one. This is the right one. Is it the right color? I don't think it's the right color. Looking for it. It's going to be facing around here somewhere, or around here. Is this it? I don't know. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, it should be able to jump right out at me. Right here. Is it? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so let's see if we can't move this closer to a position that we need. Okay, right over here. We like that. We don't like the fact that this is mixed with it. So I'm just going to try to find one that's not in, and that's this. So we're going to move it twice. This will end up over here. Just have to remember to move this back. So R, U, R, I, U, I, turn, 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 U, R, U, I, R, I, turn, back, and turn. One more, we'll slide this into here. R, U, R, I, U, I, turn, 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 U, R. I'm even corner cutting a little bit. Turn, turn, and turn. Okay, this is now in. Let's slide this guy back to where it needs to be. And slide this back as well. Okay, so you can see this is all in, and that's really what I'm going to do all around the puzzle here. So this is good, this is good, this is good, and this is good. So I'm going to continue to do that, getting all of these in until I have us down to the last few, and then it's a matter of putting these guys in a very similar approach.